Welcome to Tracy's Tuesday Talk, everybody. And I am so thrilled to have Barb and Kloria with us, or with me this morning, with you as you're watching. But we are thrilled because it's the light is at the end of the tunnel when it comes to all the work that that this team has put into, for sure, and all the people that are attached to you, all the work that has been put into the team musical. But we're going to get to that in a minute. So welcome to both of you, and so I'm just going to jump right in. So I'm going to start with Kloria. So just give us a little bit of a check-in. How are you? How's your family? How's everybody doing?
Hi, Tracy. I'm doing very well, and thankfully my family is too. So that's just my parents and my grandma, and up to a while ago, I was seeing them pretty regularly and not really going anywhere other than going over to their house. But they're doing well. I think just taking a lot of walks and that sort of thing, and cutting back on the window shopping, which I know they love to do. But yeah, I mean, all things considered, I couldn't wish for more with my family right now.
That's awesome. So great. Yeah. Yeah. I know we got to be thankful for what we have, right? That's for sure. Yeah. And Barb, how are you? How is your family doing?
We're doing well. I'm so thankful that I have John here with me. I think I would be going crazy by myself. We are keeping really, really busy. I'm busy teaching piano still, exercising, going for a walk every day. In fact, if you would like to join our exercise class, you can watch us Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'll send you the link. We have people from Halifax to Victoria joining us now. Sad to not be able to see the rest of my family that doesn't live with us, the grandchildren and our daughter, but we're doing our part. Also practicing piano, learning how to play guitar and flute, trying to get practicing in, and working on this major Christmas production. I think our deadline might be tomorrow. Might not quite be ready yet, but we're getting close.
That sounds great. I know we're all very excited about it. Boy, we've been people have been asking me about it. So that's a good thing. You'll have lots of people watching on the 20th for sure. So Gloria, if you want to start with this question, how have you both and the teen choir transitioned to online? Because this has been a whole new learning for all of us, and to do music online is weird and fun all at the same time.
Sure. I think Barb can speak better to this because she's probably had to do the bulk of the planning since we transitioned back in back in spring. But yeah, basically it was quite abrupt. But we all hopped onto Zoom right away and kept going. And I think we even went a bit later than we usually do in most choir years, just because we were like, I guess we had some momentum going and we were coming out with all these cool videos. So yeah, that was difficult at first. As most people probably know, online choir isn't the same as real choir. There's not that camaraderie. You can't hear each other singing, so it is hard. And then to try to like engage the kids and keep them non-fatigued when they got so many other screens, that's really hard too. So we were actually really happy in fall when we had probably like a month or maybe 5 weeks of in-person practice. And yeah, that was nice getting everyone together, even though we were all masked, and then got to better learn our pieces that way and actually hear the kids singing. And then it got shut down again a bit after that, but it was good. We got some filming done for a musical, as everyone will see this coming weekend. Hopefully recognize some familiar places in and around the church. And yeah, I think we stopped our choir rehearsals about 2 weeks ago now, and yeah, give the kids a bit of a break and then hopefully see them again starting in the new year.
Hmm. Yeah, one of the things that people don't realize is that you went into the summer. I mean, this is one of the things that people don't see, right? Is those all those behind the scenes things, right? And those things where you're trying to keep the group cohesive and together and connected and all those kinds of things. Barb, do you have anything more to add to that about the transitioning? More, there's lots, I bet.
It certainly has taken a lot of planning and organizing. It's been a huge learning curve for me. I'm a non-techie person. I am now living in a house with wires running all over, not to mention cameras and mics and multiple computers. I'm using all those silly electronic purchases that my husband keeps making. And he says, see, I told you we needed another webcam. So it's payback time. But
Oh, that's so great. Yeah, I think some of the techie people are actually in their glory right now. Yeah. So what other obstacles? I know there's lots of obstacles. So if you want to talk about some of the obstacles that you've encountered throughout this whole process.
well, I guess where do we begin?
Yeah.
Number one, not having the kids together and singing as a team makes it really hard to create a blended choral sound. Not to mention that it's really hard to feel like you are part of a team or a group. Zoom practices are rather lonely. As Kloria mentioned, they're all singing by themselves in their own space, and they can hear music that we provide. Either we play it on a piano or we have it on the computer, but they cannot hear each other. We cannot hear them. And if we can't hear them, we can't give them any advice as to how to make their sound better. Although usually I can take a pretty good guess at what needs working on, and I can give them that advice, but whether they actually start enunciating their words or not, or singing in tune, I have no idea. As a director, you're always listening and fine-tuning the sounds in the blend, and I can't. There is no blend anymore. Although we did start to research different platforms, so we could hear them. But then we got so involved in this Christmas music and just doing the monthly songs that we did that's on the back burner. Maybe over the holidays we'll get together and research. When we did finally get into the church and I'm not sure whether it was 2 or 3 or 4 weeks, we were so excited. But then we got in there and they're all masked and we're in the sanctuary, and most of you haven't been in the sanctuary, but the chairs have been removed and the echo in there is horrible. And I found that even though they were in person, I still couldn't hear them. So then we moved the piano and we moved the kids into the narthex, and that helped the sound. But we also had to make sure we maintained the distance. They were quite separated, still wearing masks.
Mm-hmm.
It's also been really difficult to get the kids to do the recordings and to do them on time. We have deadlines, and Kloria needs to spend a lot of time putting them together. Sometimes they were just busy, which they're all kids at school. They seem to have a lot of homework. And sometimes we had technical issues that they would do the recording, but couldn't get the recording to Kloria. As well, if you have never submitted a video or done a recording of yourself singing, you should try it. It's a very, very intimidating experience.
Yep.
Our voices do not sound the way we think they are going to sound. Singing in a choir is a whole different experience because you have people around you, you're trying to match their voice, and there's this sense of confidence when you hear other people singing. One of the hymns that I recorded, which was a hymn that I knew, I think I recorded it 20 times before I finally just pressed send. Even John, who is used to singing alone, who loves to sing and has a great voice, has had to do multiple takes on some of his songs. As well, I really miss working with Aaron and Carrie. Every Christmas we get together, we get to collaborate. They throw in their ideas. We get to meet all the adorable little kids and work with them. We were very lucky that we were able to work with a few of the kids just near the end, and that they were willing to submit videos. In fact, if you watch the church service from last Sunday, you will see some of those kids singing. And they really, I have to say, they are a great support to our small group of choir members. But I guess the biggest thing is it's not a very social experience to sing by yourself. And if you're part of the choir, you want to have that social experience. And yeah, we had fun playing Pictionary on the computer, but it wasn't like being together.
Yeah. Yeah, I've heard that with some folks from the adult choir too, saying there is a lot to get used to, and to hear your own voice, like you said, is different than and I remember Ron was saying he said what he ended up doing was practice, 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 and then he would record, not listen to it, send it straight to Carrie. And I thought that's not a bad process to do, and just put it out of your head, because when you put it together with other voices, it works for the most part.
I think that's what Kloria got from me the first time. I didn't listen to it till after I sent it, and then I was appalled.
But Tracy's right too. When you got like 20 voices together, no one's gonna hear your one mistake and whatever bar.
That's true, because you're going to make a mistake live anyways, right? More than likely, there's going to be something that other people kind of cover. Yeah, yeah. So Kloria, I know we talked about a lot of obstacles for both of you. What are some positives that have happened throughout this whole change?
I'd say it's been really inspirational seeing all the kids still get together and join us week after week, even though I'm pretty sure, like, getting on a screen or Zoom call after a day of that at school is the last thing they want to do. But they all stuck out on this, and I think a lot of it was for Barb and I, and asking them to do it. But they've all been the biggest champs, I think, trudging along with us for the past, I guess, most of the year, and doing their best to like learn all the songs, even though it's so hard when you can't sort of hear what's going on around you, and when you can't get that critique and feedback. So yeah, it's been nice seeing all the kids sort of come along for the ride. Yeah, Barbara and I feel really lucky that we have a group that wants to be here and make music even despite the difficulties.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's probably the biggest thing for me. And then one other plus, I guess, is playing around with all these new technologies. Like I got to learn some cool new software to put together audio and video, which like I never thought I'd do. I never thought I'd be figuring this out, but and it was like very time consuming and hard. But I think now I've got like a pretty good handle on the basics, and I can even help others with sort of the fundamentals if needed.
Mhm.
So that's been a really good personal experience for me. So silver lining.
Yeah, exactly. Great. Thank you, Gloria. How about you, Barb?
Gloria's had a huge technical job and has been so amazing. And she's researched how to do things, created things. I'll suggest things, she'll go change them. I'll come up with a creative idea, and then she'll take it and run with it and come up with a better idea. Both she and John have been my technical gurus, and I so appreciate their support. Um, I don't know that Gloria is going to quit her day job, but she's got a new career she could walk into. Um, I think, I'm not sure whether, I know there are 9 songs that the kids have done for this musical that's coming up, and I would estimate, I think we've had songs every month that we've recorded: May, June, July, August, September,
Yep.
October, November, plus the 2 introits that we've done. So they have done an amazing number of songs, and at least one of them has also contributed to some of the hymns. So
Yeah.
yeah, I echo Gloria's comments. We are so thrilled to have these kids to work with. I wish we had more, but I understand that people are busy, and it's scary to join a choir on Zoom, not knowing from one month to another whether we're going to be able to sing or not sing, or sing in person, or sing with masks or without masks. But I've also learned a lot and been forced to think creatively how to show these kids. And it's been fun. It's been scary. Um, we had one video session outside in the parking lot at the church, and actually I think the kids really had fun shooting those videos, and it was fun to see them having fun. Also, we did a Christmas game last week, I think, with them on Zoom, and they were really having a blast playing that. So watching these kids is great.
That's fantastic. That's so great. I know the amount of work that you two and the kids have put into this is going to be. I mean, we'll see it. We'll see it on the 20th at 4 o'clock.
That,
Just so
that's
everybody
that's
knows.
the plan. That's the
Yeah,
plan.
that's the plan. Exactly. Yeah. So how is it all coming together? I know you're saying that you're hoping it's going to be ready to go.
Well, computers crashing don't help, but
Yeah. Well, exactly. Yeah.
if you had to throw it to Dan today, you could, right? It just might not be in its complete form.
That's right. We're more or less done. I'd say there's some last minute video things I still need to put together. Like Barb was saying, it's probably the most frustrating part for me is software or hardware limitations. Just my computer is not built for like video rendering, as I've learned.
Yeah.
So maybe after this, I'll get an awesome new computer. Um, but yeah, I think like Barb did a great job planning everything out sort of week by week and making sure, I had these deadlines and the kids had them. And then, so now even though it's crunch time, like we've got everything we need and it'll hopefully be smooth sailing for the next 2 days.
That's awesome. Well, fingers crossed, right? We can always send up prayers for hardware. I don't know if it'll do any good, but at least it'll, somebody will know about it.
That would be greatly appreciated.
That's awesome. And Barb, do you have anything more to say about the musical stuff and how it's all coming?
I'm looking forward to seeing it all. I watch it in bits and pieces. We've tried to do it different. Well, we had to do something different, and the play I picked because it was something I thought could be done online or done in person, and we could make the switch at the last minute.
Right.
Not realizing how long it took to put these virtual things together. But it was scary to have no idea how they sounded. But I think it's going to be fun to watch. We hope the congregation and friends and family enjoy it. Premiere is scheduled for Sunday, the 20th at 4 p.m.
Yeah. And if anybody's interested in wanting to do a little coffee time or chat time afterwards, email the office and we'll send you out a Zoom link for that. And we can meet up at like, I don't know, 4:45, I guess, if it starts at 4.
It should be about half an hour, I think. Do you have a final timing on it, Kloria?
Not yet. It should be around half an hour or a bit less, I'm thinking.
Okay. So I could open it up for 4:30. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good. So if anybody's interested in that, that sounds great. We'd love to have you, and we can talk about how great it is, because every year, seriously, it's great. You outdo yourselves every year, and like I say, people are looking forward to it. Somebody actually had just emailed me yesterday saying, "Is this still happening? Is it going to be like a radio show, or what are we watching?" I said, "Oh yeah, it's going to happen. It'll be on the 20th." So so everybody set your alarms for that, and go on the website, and you can, or the YouTube channel, and you can watch it at 4 o'clock on Sunday. So anything else that you wanted to add at the end here before we wrap up?
If anybody's interested in joining our next project, we'll be back practicing in January. We'll let you know in January whether it's on Zoom or in person. I would love to say it's in person, but
We got to go with what we're going with. Yeah.
I'm not very optimistic.
No, exactly. And we got to do what we have to do, right? So, but if there's people that are interested, and if you have friends that are interested, yeah, contact Barb, and she'll hook you up with something that's going to be fun, different, but still fun, and lots of work. Which, if you want to be challenged, it'll be good. Well, thank you both. Kloria, do you have anything else to add at the end here?
I'll be brief. Just a quick,
Yeah.
big thank you to Barb for, like I said, doing so much of the planning and thinking and being there and supportive, and also to the ministers, Tracy and Justin, and the whole music team and stuff for just being there to help us and yeah, to support us through this whole thing. It's been a cool experience.
Well, and I got to thank the two of you and the teen choir for just jumping in and taking the risk and doing it. And so I've been saying heartfelt a lot lately, but it's heartfelt. Thanks to both of you and to the entire choir, but especially two of you for leading and for making such a big difference in what we're offering. And so I thank you very, very much from the bottom of my heart.
Well, we're glad to have done it, and we'll watch it with you all on Sunday.
Exactly. Sounds good. Well, thank you very much. Everybody stay tuned. Don't end this video yet, because on the end of this video, there's going to be a little teaser ad for you to watch, and you'll get a taste of what it's going to be like on Sunday afternoon. So bye for now. Have a great week, everybody, and know you're loved. See ya.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Silence is a silver thread of vibrant expectation. Silence is the absence of the long road hesitation. Silence is the feeling of the breathing all around.